Dude, guys. Hello, welcome everyone. So normally I trash talk the ranked battles, but I've been playing some more this time around. Mostly just because trying to some fresh content other than just constantly only doing standard battles, playing the same ships, right? But of course, now I've gotten addicted to this Giuseppe Verdi ship for this particular game type, like this 3-on-3, and it puts the zones. The zones are almost always, within, some island areas, some cover, right? So especially what you see here, right? So having a close quarters, brawl build battleship has just been super beneficial, right? So and then perfect mix, like there being destroyers too. There's almost always at least one destroyer on each team when I've been playing, and so using the radar option on this ship is just brutal, because then I pick him up. It's so especially when they're capping a zone, it's like that destroyer's there, so light him up, and then if you've got a halfway decent team that knows to go after that destroyer when they see it, you could take him out pretty early on, right? So I originally was going to go for A just to get within some more cover, but I'm this game mode more than ever, it's so much more important to back up your team. Even more so, I mean, it's so important in the standard battle too, but here it's just 3 of you, so if you let somebody go out on their own, that they're gonna die, and you're gonna lose that ship, and it's gonna be 3-on-2. So I decided to follow our destroyer and be able to support him, because if he runs into the enemy destroyer, I will be there to light him up with radar, and then secondary batteries are gonna go to town, and we'll shoot him with our main guns too. So just it's so much more valuable. It's so valuable, guys, to just back up your team in this game mode. I mean, you can see I'm not playing in a division. These are randos, these are blueberries, whatever you want to call them. And there he is. There's their destroyer. So since he's being spotted by our destroyer right now, I'm not going to use the radar just yet. But it looks like our destroyer is using his smoke. So if he does go and disappear, we will definitely use radar then. But I'm even kind of inclined to just trigger it now. So that way he stays spotted. Instead of, because what happens is if he goes unspotted and then you trigger your radar, what happens is, so we get him right off the bat. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so, but yeah, like I was saying, if he goes dark, what happens is then when you trigger the radar after that, there's this 3-second delay before your teammates can lock onto him, right? So we wanted to just guarantee that we kept him spotted. So that worked out really well. Our destroyer almost died. I want to accredit him being alive to the fact that we came in behind him to support him, right? He looks like he wants to be risky, and he's going to go stick his nose out close to those battleships. That's fine. He needs to be able to spot them for us, great, but don't get too close. And it's tough to tell whether these battleships are going to just... I don't understand why they would keep moving around that island. That's such a dumb play for this game mode, to go and try and create a flank, because there's nobody else on your team. It's just you two guys, right? But so my plan here is we will go and head towards the A cap and see if we can't get that. It only takes a solid 30 seconds to get zone caps in this game type. And then hopefully our destroyer can get the spot right on these battleships, so we can kind of multi-duty. I just said multi-duty. We can take care of, we can hit all of it. We can hit, 5 or 6 birds with one stone, right? Alright, so yep, the battleships are realizing their mistake and coming in, right? I don't know, the main, I've seen a bunch of people playing with the main, and it doesn't make too much sense to me. I know you get a lot of turrets, but just for, yeah, we can sit it all on him. Nice. Just some German battleships or something else would make a little bit more sense to me. Where you've got extended sonar, and torpedoes and extra dilly dallies, extra secondary batteries, right? So, oh man, got torps on the main. Yeah, so now he's almost dead. Yeah, you're picking this slow American battleship for a game type that's kind of, you need to be able to maneuver around islands, right? So we get the kill on him, so that's 2 of the 3 for us. We will make a hard right turn here. You know, it'll make us vulnerable. We'll be a little bit broadside to him, but it's a Giuseppe Verdi. Accuracy is not our thing with our main guns, especially at range. So even if we get spotted, and even if he's ready to shoot our direction, I have complete faith that we will not die instantly. We get a decent shot off on him. We let him a little bit too much, but still got 2 penetrations and an incapacitation, right? So we'll trigger him to probably use his damage control if he wants that turret to still work, right? And now we go through the slow process of doing a Y turn in a battleship. You know, sometimes it's beneficial to just intentionally run into that island, so that is kind of what we did. But that way you you come to that full stop way faster, and then can start backing up right away, right? So it is beneficial to use islands. They don't hurt you. Use islands to do turnarounds and stuff. But also, like, there are some situations where you can use that to kind of throw enemies off, right? So if people are lining you up with torpedoes, they're going to be, you know, if you're going full speed into the island, they may not realize you're going to hit it, and they might launch torpedoes way out in front, and then you hit the island, and then it literally stops their torpedo suggested line. So we use our radar here just because nobody's spotting him, and I knew he was within the 9 kilometers. I think 9.5 we've got this up to, so it's either standard 9.5 or we've got some sort of commander perk. But anyway, so he doesn't know we're here, and I would think, since he it shows he's being picked up by radar, so I would think he would have used his to spot me. But we've got this just beautiful broadside shot on this guy, and this is just going to end the game right here. 4 Citadel hits. The devastating strike just went from almost full to nothing. We had like triggered the secondary battery booster too, and it's just completely not needed. It was just almost too good. You never get a shot like that from a Giuseppe Verdi. Normally accuracy is not our thing, right? But that gives us the top spot for that game, and since it was such a short one, stay tuned. We will do another one right here, right now, to get this video over 10 minutes, right? The YouTube algorithm doesn't like super short videos, right? So we're too good. We're too good. I'm just kidding. We've had plenty of terrible ranked games that we're not putting out there because nobody wants to watch those. You don't want to watch me get my butt kicked, right? So here we are, and you can guess it. We're going to use the Giuseppe Verdi again, just because we're having that good of a time. We'll see with the by the time we get this one, this video posted, the Halloween event's going to be long underway. So I might be spending more time doing the Halloween seasonal activities instead of playing these ranked battles. Because, like I said, I'm usually not a fan of the ranked ones, but you know, we happen to have this ship at tier 8, and we happen to be doing pretty good, way better than I've done in the past with ranked ones. You know, normally it triggers me to either go back to standard game mode or rage quit and just do something else with my life, right? So we will move in. What I've been doing is just kind of splitting the zones, right? Just going right in between both of them, and or heading towards an island to try and maintain cover and not get spotted right off the bat here too. Because if we get spotted early on, you know, since our ship is not built for range with the main guns, you know, we're likely to get shot at by enemies that are built for range, right? So staying kind of hidden until we can get close enough into the fight has been beneficial for me with this particular ship and this playstyle that I've enjoyed this time around, right? So the other thing too, if you've got cruisers or destroyers, if you kind of split in between those zones, you can kind of see where they end up going, as well as see where the enemy ends up spotting too, right? So we'll take a shot at this guy. He is nice and broadside to us, but we don't have the best accuracy. But yeah, as you can see, once we got spotted, ooh, Citadel, there we go. Oh, yeah, and he's already at half since he took some hits from our teammates too. But yeah, since we don't have the best accuracy build, it's nice to get in a little bit closer than trying to shoot at full range, right? So he's still spotted. Oh, never mind. But I was going to say we might be able to get a shot over the island, but that did not work out for us. Keeping an eye on how far away this buffalo is, 9.4, 9.3, you know, so he is within our radar range. So now if he does go dark, we could light him up with our radar. Hopefully we're trying to score and push into this zone A, but this Ruprecht might get a decent shot off on us. Let's see if we can't get in here. There we go, there we go. Alright, and then we are getting radared by the... We got another Citadel hit on him, wow. Just as I tell you that we're not built for accuracy, we get 2 Citadel hits in this game. It's kind of unreal. So we're hitting the brakes here. We are out of the... you know, we've got some cover from the other battleship that we were shooting at. So he shouldn't be able to shoot at us, and then we are angled pretty well to not take too much damage from this buffalo and this Musashi, right? So we get a good shot on the buffalo. We are using our secondary battery booster. We've got these ranged up to 9 kilometers, right? So we can hit both of these guys. So just trying to hog the zone and do damage at this point, and hopefully, like, I don't know what my allies are doing, but we're sitting here fighting this. I imagine that cruiser, like, I want to say he probably took a bad hit, and that's why he's kind of on the run right now, right? But as far as our other battleship, he's just kind of chilling behind that island, so we're literally doing most of the work here. And thankfully, we are angled appropriately. When they're shooting at us, we're not taking a lot of damage. They're probably getting lots of ricochets on our hull, right? So moving forward, just try and keep and see if I can't take out this buffalo and keep them both in range of our secondary battery, right? So secondary battery is doing its job and it's working great. These SAP semi-auto piercing rounds on this Giuseppe Verdi, just wonderful. You can see you're getting decent amounts of damage when they do hit, right? We don't quite have the best accuracy still, like fire a shotgun. You know, 660, 635, you know, we'll whittle him down eventually here, right? And then this, since I'm thinking he's the only guy left, and you know, he's going to be shooting at me, it's not worth trying to cap this zone anymore. He's just going to keep getting hits on me and getting those defend medals, so, or the defend banners, ribbons, whatever you want to call them. So, but we're almost up to 100,000 damage, and you know what? At this point, you know, we've got 2 surviving allies. We might as well ram this guy. So that's what we're going for. We'll see if it happens. Hopefully we can survive, right? But yeah, occasionally I've had some shells through the deck on this ship that counted as citadels against us, and we've lost health quite quickly. But between our allies and us, if we don't finish them off here, hopefully they can at least survive, right? And there's the mandatory horn honk before ramming. You have to do that if you didn't know that. Otherwise, it doesn't work right? But looked like he wanted it to, since you know, he kind of figures, you know, I might as well get a kill out of this, right? So he came in and graciously accepted our ram. We'll see where we end up on the leaderboard here. 137,000 damage. That also gave us a good chunk more damage too. For a match that only has 3 ships on the enemy team. So that put that Musashi, so he was the best scoring person on their team too, and that ram probably helped him out. And you don't lose a star in the ranked battles anymore if you're the top scoring player, right, on the losing team. So you don't gain one, but you don't lose one, and that makes a huge difference. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. As always, we have more World of Warships videos on the way and in the works. You know, thanks for watching.